up with your bad self, you too? I'm giving you a new statement, something I don't do that much because I'm school Scizor4Life ain't no life without it. I'm speaking song because nobody can understand. Hit him with the bullet punch, go in the sword stance, ties him, get out, roll out like a U-turn, kill him, get out, come back, I'm an assassin. Number 212, that's Scizor4Life. Woo! That sounded good doing it, I did that at the top of my head. But anyways, let's get to business. Let's get to fish Pokemon. I've been having thoughts lately, like, I'm gonna start doing my own little series, like, where I break down Pokemon types or types of Pokemon, stuff like that. So, I guess today's kind of segment will be about water Pokemon. And if you hear the road in the background, sorry, I'm kind of going home from school. Long story, but, alright, let's get into it. Number 6. Number 6 is gonna start with my man Finneon, introduced in Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl. And he's a regular fish Pokemon, no real story, no real sect to him. I think he's a real good defensive fish Pokemon if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if you can hook any water Pokemon with Ice Beam, then they're pretty good. And I mean, we're starting with Finneon because we want to make this a subtle start. We're going from 6 to 1, so we have to be subtle about these fish Pokemon and how crazy they can get. And so, its evolution is without a fact Lumineon. It took me a while to find that name. So I think that's actually a bulky fish. If you give it the right stuff, I think you can get it like Aqua Ring and all that good stuff. But out of the next 5 people I'm going to show you, Lumineon and Finneon are definitely the most normal fish type people you can find. So, number 5. We're going out to our Kanto fish. Goldeen, get the old rod out. You can have one for free, pretty much. Easy catch rate if I'm not mistaken. Good water type. And then it was used by Misty, none other than Misty. It was a good water type Pokemon for a minute, and then I was like, hey, now let's evolve it to a Seaking. God, that thing does work. I mean, look at what they did to his move pool. They gave it Mega Horn with the coming generations and all that. Ice Beam, water moves, Aqua Ring maybe, some good recovery moves and all that. It's just not bad to use. I might consider using one myself, but Seaking is definitely one of the more normal fish Pokemon. But the reason Goldeen and Seaking are less normal than Finneon and Lumineon is because you go from kind of Goldeen, which runs a Queen, and then you evolve into a Seaking. So what happens if you evolve a male Goldeen into a Seaking? Is it like from Seaking to Seaqueen? Like, I don't know. Number 4. We're going right into third gym. We're kind of going on a roll here. We're going to talk about my man Carvanha. Carvanha. It's a water dark Pokemon, which is a new concept that was introduced in Hoenn. And those games are Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And that thing is not bad. It gets the rough skin. Don't touch me, I'll hurt you. And then it evolves into Sharpedo. I rocked Sharpedo for a minute before I found out he was not defensive at all. With Sharpedo, he's kind of a speeding bullet. I mean, he's fast, he attacks well, he has good special attack, but he lacks in defense and special defense. So use him at your own risk. Give him a Soul Sash and you're good. And like, he's pretty good after that, right? Right? I mean, look at this picture. Look at it. He's a torpedo. Number 3. We're moving right back into Hoenn. As if we weren't done with Hoenn, we just got done with Carvanha, who was a damn sharkfish. We're gonna talk about Phoebus. And now we're getting to the real crazy stuff. We're getting to the crazy stuff. We are here. Phoebus is a Magikarp-like Pokemon. Hint. So he turns into a Melodic. And Melodic is trouble. If you're ever against one, that thing is trouble. You're not killing it in one hit. Melodic doesn't die in one hit unless you're like stat boosted and just juiced like Arnold Schwarzenegger lover or whatever. But Phoebus into Melodic is pretty good if you have the patience to use like beauty perfume and whatnot on it. And then it's just overall a good Pokemon because it can be used as a tank. Shout out to Vaporeon, probably the number 1 tank in water Pokemon lore or whatever. But anyways, it turns into a Melodic. We went from a fish into a beautiful Squidward, sea snake, whatever. And like, it's a real deal. Like, Melodic is not to be effed with, so it's actually a good Pokemon. So let's get into the real what the number 2. Remoraid. You had to go to a fisherman, get his number straight out of Johto. Shout out to Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So you had to talk to the fisherman, get his number, beat him, whatever, and he would give you like, oh, wild Pokemon have appeared, wild Pokemon have appeared. And it's like, it's a Remoraid, get your rod, get your damn rod, catch the damn fish who's in the damn water just looking derp. Because Remoraid has the derpiest face I've ever seen, if I ever seen one before. And so this thing is actually not a bad fish. It carries like Aura Beam and stuff like Can Learn Ice Beam. And all the stuff you would want out of a fish Pokemon. So it does its job and gets right down to the nitty gritty. The bad part, just like Carvanha, is it's a rather frail Pokemon. So use it at your own risk or don't keep it evolved for long. Did we say keep it evolved? Hold on. Let's get to the next part of this video. This is where we really lose it. What the mother duck did Game Freak think turning a fish Pokemon into a damn octopus? Random SpongeBob fish does not equal Squidward, octopus or whatever. Like, we have evolved a fish into an octopus. It only took one more game to do this. I mean, an octopus though? What were the chances of a fish being looked onto an octopus? I mean, I could see Remoraid evolving into Mantine first, one of my other favorite water Pokemon, because Remoraid actually attaches itself to a Mantine. So what happens if the Remoraid evolves on Mantine? Is it just like wait, what is it? What's the damn thing even called? Octillery. What happens if an Octillery is just latched onto a Mantine? Is that like a double battle in like second gen? Hello? But that thing's actually pretty good. I mean, it learns Fire Blast. Octazooka, its signature move, lowers accuracy if it hits. It's a low accuracy move itself, so good luck with that. Fire Blast. Maybe Thunder, I don't know. Hydro Pump and other stuff, recovery move maybe. And you're set for a good water Pokemon if you get one. My friend used one against me and was actually pretty good about it. And so now we're getting into the real what the Number 6, Finneon. Number 5, Goldeen. Number 4, Carvanha. Number 3, V-Bus. Number 2, number 1. This is probably an obvious one. I don't know why I'm building up to be an obvious one, but the biggest what the fuck goes to Magikarp. The derpiest fish Pokemon you ever seen. All it learns is Splash, Tackle, and Flail. And it's a water Pokemon. Without water moves. No TMs can be taught to it. Ever. And I've heard that some people can beat like really good people with Magikarp. Like taking down legendaries, go see videos, I don't know, they're all over the place. Like people have bragging rights for using a Magikarp to beat anything at all. Like if you beat a Caterpie, you should like jump in joy if you have defeated a Caterpie with a dang Magikarp. Like shout out to you. You can have a shout out on my video if you defeat something good with a Magikarp. Just hit me up, PM me, whatever, I don't care. But Magikarp evolves into giant water snake flying. Fuck off, my god, it's in the air. What are you talking about, Scizor4Life? It's in the air. It's in the motherfucking air. This is no joke. You think I'm joking? I used my joking voice a long time ago. This is real. This is real right here. This is real right here. This is a water flying snake in the air. So Gyarados turns into a water flying type, which is very destructive. Learns Intimidate. And the newer stuff, this by itself is pretty darn good. And just look at this picture. It's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. If you ever see this in the wild, run for your life. If you're in the water, just pray. Just pray this first bite kills you. Like, cause his fangs are going all through your intestines, dog. But Gyarados, the water flying Pokemon, has Intimidate, good attack, good speed, get to the right moves, maybe Dragon Dance or something like that, and you're set. Dragon Dance and anything, Aqua Tail, Earthquake, Dragon shit, whatever, but in the later game, you know that XY one, the one that just sold like October, sold like hotcakes, everybody got it now, everybody trying to add me up. It turns into a water dark Pokemon when you Mega Evolve it. Now I was low-key mad about this because with Water Dark, it kind of takes away its invincibility per se. Like, yeah, Thunder kills it in one shot, but Thunder does not kill it in one shot compared to the last one. But with Dark, Fighting hurts it, Bug hurts it. It becomes even more frail than when it was a regular Gyarados, so that's a drawback. Good attack, good speed, good whatever it has, but that's my only drawback. It has more weaknesses in spite of more power, so I guess it's your own cause. If you want to evolve that thing again, it's up to you, but I have yet to get my Halibel into action. I used Halibel on Pokemon Battle Revolution, so yeah, I named my Gyarados Halibel because I thought it was cool. Its Waterfall Cascada, whatever she used in Bleach, was like her signature move. I was like, you have Cascada, you'll be Halibel. And it was a girl, so I was like, I'll just run with it. Made straight out of Heart Gold and Soul Silver or whatever, so expect to see that in my upcoming battles or whatever. But again, let's get to the root of all evil. Magikarp evolves into a sea snake. It's a fish that evolves into a giant dragon snake. Kill my face with it if you ever see it. Like, it is a cool Pokemon and all, but it turns into a fish it turns into a dragon, fire, flaming sea snake from a fish. Scizor4Life, and it's not your wife. Hey, Scizor4Life. Hey, I'm on the road driving to this crap. Can you understand anything I'm saying right now? This is gonna sound funny as hell when I put this up on YouTube. Anyways, that is all, and that's how Magikarp and Gyarados as a pair became the #1 top what the fish Pokemon that I have in this video. There were other fish, but whatever, but they weren't as appetizing as the ones I listed off. Like, and other than Finneon and Lumineon, who are probably the perfect fish in this video, it just gets worse from then on. So that's the way I thought I would do this video. And I might do this with other types too, so if you like this and want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. You know, all the above. And if you want to see me do other types, or talk about, like, what's your favorite type or whatnot, then hit me up in a comment in the video below. Hit me up with the subscribe button and I might visit your house and trade you a Scizor. Just kidding. But anyways, don't smoke rock, kids. Don't smoke rocks. You know how they say you are what you eat? You'll turn into an onyx. Wait, that was encouraging. Don't